this is interesting. Brandon Marshall says, third string NFL players should skip ESPN. Got my attention. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby.
Like, man, I want to take this lane. I want to be on ESPN. And I asked him, I said, why? You know, like literally, like, you know, there's a lot of us that stood up podcasts or our own platforms, and we have more reach than 90% of these linear shows.
Although not always, right? Like you better have a strong enough brand and network to keep it going.
If I'm a player, if I'm an active player, think about
it. I love that point. Like you got to always come back. Like be careful. Risk, great reward, but also risk. Right? Not everybody is translated. We've seen it in a lot of the media people. Name them. We can name them. I'm going to tell y'all for real. I compete in that respect. I compete just like that. I'm like, who used to be on TV and now trying to do independent? And that's ahead of me and behind me. Ahead of me, McAfee. Ahead of me, Stephen A. Ahead of me, Shannon Sharp. Ahead of me, Teague and them boys, Club 520. Ahead of me, I'm sure there's like 5 others I ain't even thought of or ain't hip to. But behind me, it's so many. Y'all stay, yeah, buddy. Some of them come out with machines. Some of them come out with these huge bells and whistles, glossies. Some of them just, it's the struggle bus. And that makes me feel good because I'm like, all right, people rock with me. One of my first intentions was, do you rock with me or did you rock with the network and the machine? I figured it out. I found out. Proof is in the pudding. They rock with me. They like hearing my rap, Tourette's.
About this. We were exceptional, right? Where we got to like 1 million subscribers in 2 years, less than 2 years. It takes people years to do that. I can be the third stringer in the National Football League, start a YouTube channel and get 300,000 in the first year.
Oh, no problem.
Just off of one fan base. And then if you continue to do that through your career, you may, look up and you have millions of subscribers and your YouTube channel is generating like significant revenue. I had someone the other day was like, man, I want to take this.
Okay, so continue.
Revenue for you post-career. So that's why I asked that question, why? From a business perspective, it makes better sense to do it independently. And also from a reach standpoint, it makes more sense. There's only like 2 or 3 shows that really, like look at ESPN. Now Pat McAfee's there. Pat McAfee's crushing it, continues to crush it. But First Take, and now you have Get Up that's coming along. Everything else is like, do we watch?
Okay, so his conversation, as globally as it may sound, is actually a little more narrow than that. He's saying in success, even in building, but in building success independently, it's going to be more lucrative. It's going to be worth your while versus going on linear and then being an employee and not building your IP. And then you're going to have to come back to this place anyway. Because as ESPN does it, no matter how long you're there, you ain't there forever, right? Who's been there forever? Nobody. I mean, we just saw Carl Ravage get fired after 33 years. Nobody. Chris Berman, I guess, and he was there, Chris Berman. But it even felt like, I don't know what, it was a downshift, it was a shift away, a pivot. Chris Berman is not there, like he's like on a special ambassador role, it feels like. Point being, you got to come back here sooner or later. So why not start here? I love that point. But what Brandon is not saying, and maybe he's thinking it and just still saying, look, you're an NFL player. You're an active athlete. You have a brand already. Translate it immediately while you have attention. He's not saying all the missteps. He's not saying all the people who don't get traction, right? I don't want to say their names because it just feels like if you're trying to get traction, I don't think it's fun to see a video of people saying, look at you, you ain't doing well. However, if you ever come at me, I will say your names. Simple as that, because then it's all fair and love and love and war. So people's a struggle. So then it becomes a survival mechanism. How do you stay alive while you find a way to thrive? How do you survive?
Revenue for you post-career. So that's why I asked that question, why? From a business perspective, it makes better sense to do it independently. And also from a reach standpoint, it makes more sense. There's only like 2 or 3.
Okay. Let's get out of there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, interesting topic. What I think is fascinating about it is the fact that you have the options now. Look at it. Look, Brandon Marshall couldn't have had that clip up 10 years ago. Even though podcasts were around, independent was going, those early adopters really kicked in and cashed in. That damn algorithm was hooking them up. Pre-pandemic algorithm, pandemic algorithm, hooked up. And I'm not saying it cheat code. It was just like, yeah, you should have been here. You should have got here early. Woo. Right? I remember Acho telling me his numbers. Acho got like the 600. Acho had like 600,000 subscribers in 2 months, 3 months. I'm talking like hooked. He caught a wave. He made a wave. I don't know what you call it. But now it's not that. It's not that. But at the same time, it still can be built. Right? Like the floor just raises. What I love about this is not only do you get a real connection with people, like it just feels like ratings aren't just a number, it's like a real person, right? Like for real. I don't know Francisco Aguilera. I don't know Stomp. I don't know Mike. I don't know Sent Here, but I know y'all. It's like, what up, boy? You know what I mean? What it do? And the point is, you know people like that. You don't know them like that when they're rating. You don't know no damn Darian the Jedi Knight. So the point is, you get that, but also, let's be real, the business of it, if you just stay consistent, it does this. Even for those who are struggling right now, doing having the retention they want, it does this. If you just stay doing it, because people who will rock with you, gonna rock with you. Those who don't, won't. And then you just start grabbing new people here and there, the floor just raises. So your minimums, you're like, I'm going to make this a month if I just do this. I'm going to make that a month just doing this. What if it gets more? And then it bumps up. It's crazy. The sky is the limit. Sky's the limit. But what's the bottom? It raises every month, every time. Not consistently, but it's a stock market raise. You know that. Y'all know that. Remember that? That. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think.